Welcome to episode 107 of the We Don't Know Jack podcast. I'm back on American soil and I got the hiccups real bad, and you just heard that. I'm back in America, and we missed last week because I was on vacation, but we're back, and yeah, what's up?
I don't have much over here. I feel like you have a lot to share
I
because
I always have a lot to
you,
share though.
you posted, if you haven't seen yet, go check out our socials. But
Yeah,
Jack
very
posted
few
two
people watched it.
videos because I'm not sure how much you filmed, but you kind of made like a little vlog style of your cruise.
See,
And I'm excited to see it.
I, I was gonna make full-fledged vlogs, but it's so awkward filming in public by yourself.
Yeah.
It's so weird sitting there talking to your phone, being high energy, and like me being me. It's just bizarre. So really what I ended up doing is you'll see a journey of my recapping my stuff. I'll take videos. I took videos in my room every night. There's a couple I
Okay.
took on the islands. Um, there's a couple ones that I made after I landed that are fun. So yeah, those are a little easier to film because I wasn't by myself. But
So for people who don't know, where exactly did you go?
hell if I know. I don't know. I got on a big boat wherever it took me. No, I went.
What?
I flew down to Orlando. I had the mileage to get down there for free. I was able to upgrade my seat on the way down there too because I'm A-list. I'm special.
You're fancy.
Sure am. So I go down there. I flew down to Orlando and stayed down there for a day. I had a ride arranged, which was real nice. There was my grand my grandparents were down there already, so it worked out well. So they took me to the airport. They took me to the port. We get to the port about 2 o'clock, and I get on a boat. This big boat. I've never seen a boat this big ever. Good God, the hiccups are killing me right now.
That, dude, I'm not gonna lie, I had those yesterday at work for no reason. I hadn't eaten anything. I was just drinking water, and I was walking around with the hiccups.
It was the wings.
See, I didn't have anything to eat. Mine was like random case of the hiccups.
Yeah, I don't know. But so I get on the boat. I took Norwegian. I did. I got on board the Norwegian Prima. It's a 18 deck boat.
Oh my God.
That's huge. It holds 3,000 people and 1,500 crew members. There's a lot of people on this boat. There's about 4,000 people on this boat. They have all kinds of stuff. I went ahead and I did the free at sea plan, which was three specialty dinings included, all you can drink, the beverage package, soda, water, booze, all that stuff. And something, and 150 minutes of Wi-Fi. I gave in pretty quick on that. I just paid the
Yeah, that doesn't. How long was this cruise?
8 days.
150 minutes is nothing
Yeah,
for 8 days.
yeah. I boarded on Sunday and I got off on Sunday, so I guess week long.
Yeah.
So I did 150 minutes. And I was pretty sure pretty early on because you couldn't like watch anything on it. You couldn't stream. You can only text people with iPhones unless you do it through Facebook. Couldn't call, social
Hmm.
thing. So about I don't know, a day and a half in, I gave in and upgraded to the full Wi-Fi for streaming it, everything. I should have waited
Okay.
like 3 more hours until midnight. It would have been $30 cheaper, but I didn't.
Mm.
So I did do the Wi-Fi. I was in my room a little more than I thought, but we'll get to all that. So I get on a boat on Tuesday. Nope, Sunday. I don't know what day it is. My days are all kind of. I've been on vacation mode for a while.
That's kind of how I feel because I'm used to working a weird schedule and now I'm just regular people hours Monday through Friday.
Right.
So on Saturday, I was like texting my old coworkers and I was like, "Oh, hey, how's your weekend?" And they're like, "Dude, you've been gone for 1 week. You already forgot we work all day Saturday." And I was like, "Oh shit, sorry.
Right.
Get back to work."
So yeah, it's weird as I haven't been to work in a week and a half because I was on vacation. I go back tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's been a nice little break. Excited to go back, I guess though. So
Yeah,
get
make that money.
yeah, I got to get out of vacation mode. So I'll go back to work on Wednesday tomorrow, and but so, get on a boat, and I go into the theater on a boat to make my dinner reservations and sign up for my shows. So I signed up for there was three shows that you had to reserve tickets for. It was The Price is Right, and it was Red White. One was called Red White and British, and it was like evolution of British music in America.
Okay.
Was singing and dancing. That was kind of cool. They were good. And then The Price is Right, and then there was another one. I can't remember what it was called, but it was a lot of Latin music.
Oh,
The guy at the desk was like, "Well, you might as well go. If you don't like it, you can leave." It's like fair point.
true.
So I signed up for that and I went to that. And then I made my dinner reservations and I signed up for three restaurants. One was the Italian place called Onda. And I'll get to all this. I'm gonna recap everything. Place called Onda. And then another place called Cagney's, that was a steakhouse. And then I had made reservations at a place called Los Labos, and it was Mexican. One of those
Okay,
places
so
I
you,
didn't end up going to. I switched it. We'll get to that. So the
okay.
first day there was so much going on. There was a there was a solo lounge where all the solo travelers could go, and it was right next to my room. And there was like cookies and soda, and there's beer taps in there. Taps didn't really
Hmm.
work the whole week, but they were there. So I go in,
They
and
were probably empty.
no, they were full. But I had a hard time finding my room as it was. So somebody had to help me find my room because it was in the middle, not on the outside. There was only like two ways in.
Okay.
So I finally figured that out. And I get into my room, and this room, dude, was small. You remember your dorm room was a little
I
bit.
saw the video and it looked smaller than my
It
dorm
was smaller than my
in
dorm, which
college.
was smaller than yours.
Yeah.
It was smaller than the solo rooms and the girls' dorm. Ayers,
Oh, yeah.
you know how small those rooms are?
Hmm.
Smaller than that. It was a probably a full size bed in the corner, a desk with drawers and a shelf on the side, and there was a step up, and there was the toilet and the shower. And there was a little like glass wall in between. And apparently, I found out probably day four-ish that there was actually a door to the bathroom, which was completely pointless because it was a shower door. It was a clear door. So what's the point even putting that up?
Yeah.
No
Also,
point.
you're by yourself
Right.
too.
Because somebody had asked me, he goes, "Do you close the bathroom door?" And I said, "There's a bathroom door." And then I realized the shower door swings out and it closes
Yeah.
that way too.
I
So,
feel like anywhere you go, they need to put signs.
well, yeah,
Just
especially
in case.
because as you saw in the video I posted today, it took me 20 minutes to figure out how to turn the damn lights on.
I will say that was confusing. I would have also been very confused about
Because
that too.
I saw it on the wall and I was like, that's probably what to do. But I just used my flashlight when I checked in to look around the room.
Yeah.
It was pitch black in that room without the lights on, too, by the way. And there was a little
Well,
TV that folded out
you
from the
gotta fall
wall.
asleep.
Yeah, it's dark. So I finally figured out you got to put your key card in the thing to turn the lights on. It's bizarre, but it's so they don't keep
Hmm.
the lights on all the time. So I get it.
Well, yeah, well, I don't know. How do electric bills work for international sea
I don't know.
boats?
I don't know. Everything's on generators.
Okay. I was about to say, yeah, they don't want like people leaving lights on if they're not there.
Yeah.
But then I was like, do they pay an electric bill? Like they have to for somewhere somehow.
I'm trying to remember the exact timeline on everything and how it went, but um, from there, I went to the lounge and I made some friends and I was talking to some people. Shocking, right? I was talking to somebody.
Yeah, you're always so quiet.
Yeah, I don't talk to people. I don't know what you're talking about. So I made some friends out there and we were talking about activities to do and hoping we would hang out throughout the week and stuff. And there was like a solo travelers social thing at 5 or 6, I think. And I decided that I was gonna go eat. I was hungry instead of going to that. So I went to the 24-hour place about 5 o'clock and I had a burger and pretzel bites It's pretty good. Wasn't anything special, but it was good. Um,
Hmm.
the portion sizes are small. I will.
They gotta make food for everyone.
Right. You can order as much as you want as long as you eat it. So I go to this place and it was fine. And then there was an announcement saying if you missed your safety meeting, you have to come to this place right now. And I looked at the guy next to me and I go, there was a safety meeting? Whoops. So I missed the safety
My
meeting.
God, you would have died on the Titanic.
Oh, I figured it out. I knew where to go. I just didn't go to the meeting. So I go to the meeting and I make it 5:15 and I want to say it was at 5:30 there was trivia. So me and this lady that I met, what's her name? Should I say her actual name? Probably not.
No.
Th-
I'm like, let's avoid using names.
This nice lady from Huntsville, she was I think she was like 38-ish.
Okay.
Was like 38. Maybe a little older, maybe a little younger. I'm not sure. I think she said she was 38. Anyway, went and played trivia with her and this other nice guy from Kentucky. And we did not do good. We got like 11 out of 20, right?
Oh God.
And then from there, this lady said, I'm hungry. I said, me too. And I just eaten. So I went and got me an ice cream sundae. We hung out a little while longer. And from there, I went to the onboard show for a little bit. It was pretty good. About 45 minutes of singing and dancing stuff and
Hmm.
meet the cast and meet the crew and stuff. So it was fun. I think I went and laid down for a little while. And there's a comedian on at 10. So I went to see him. And the first guy, he told a joke that I've been saying for years. Not to spoil this guy's joke. I won't do the whole thing, but I'll say the basics of it. If you go to the airport, you will see many, many people in wheelchairs when you get there to get on the plane first. And if you watch
Yeah.
closely, there's nobody in wheelchairs getting off.
Very few people.
Yeah, I mean, there's some.
I,
Obviously, there's some,
yeah.
but a lot of people take advantage of that. I've
Hmm.
seen it. I see it all the time. There's always a ton of wheelchairs waiting for people, and nobody uses them.
Well, go to Walmart and look at
It's
all
the
the
same
people
thing.
in the motorized
It's the same thing.
scooter.
But anyway, yeah, he and the second guy just did crowd work. He was pretty funny. He went after these kids. They were probably 18 and just had graduated high school. And I will say this kid's name is just part of the act. The kid's name was Heath, and the comedian said that's
Okay.
not a real name. And then he picked on this kid. These kids had bleached blonde hair, all three of them. They were buddies.
Okay, they were probably on some sports team, I'm
No,
guessing.
they were just it was like their graduation trip. They were there with their girlfriends or something.
No, like at least my high school, and I know
Oh yeah,
friends in other high schools, like if they either won a championship or like made it to playoffs or just to like do it for shits and giggles,
yeah.
all the guys on like the baseball team would bleach their hair.
The only person I've ever seen pull off bleached blonde hair was Yachty when he had bleached hair.
Even then, I feel like he didn't really pull it off.
But you don't tell him that because he'll rip your throat out.
Well, yeah, you don't tell him much. You
He
just say
told,
you're one of the greatest catchers.
I
Leave
heard a
it at
story.
that.
You remember Joe Kelly?
Hmm.
Joe was pitching in the playoffs against the Dodgers one year, and Yachty said, "We're gonna pitch Puig inside." And Joe's like, "No, I'm not. He'll charge the mound. If I hit
Hmm.
him, he'll hurt me." And Yachty said, "He comes after you, I'll rip his throat out. Put him inside." And sure enough, they pitched Yachty inside. Yachty had him pitch Puig inside. Puig got mad, and Yachty screamed at him.
Hmm.
And you don't mess with Yachty.
Okay, back to the cruise.
So I went to that, and then I ended up going to bed because it was just a long day. Day two was pretty cool. Was in the Bahamas, Great Stirrup Cay, the Bahamas. It was a private island that Norwegian cruise owns. Went down there for about three
Okay.
hours. I made a video, and I might post it. There's a clip from The Office of Kevin, and he said, "I just want to lie on the beach and eat hot dogs. That's all
Yeah.
I ever wanted." Well, there was a hot dog cart right next to where I was sitting. Have you ever
Were you Kevin?
have you ever laid on the beach and eaten hot dogs?
No.
It's awesome. It's one of those weird things. Like this was, it was, I don't know. It's like a hot dog at a baseball game. It just tastes better. Hot dog on the beach tastes better.
Doggone him. Okay.
It was weird, but it tasted good. They had a bar right there too and everything. It was cool. I went and I had
Hmm.
a frozen pina colada.
Okay.
Tasted like a dang milkshake with fruit juice in it.
Yeah, that's kind of what a pina colada
It's
is.
pretty good. I enjoyed it. And then so I was there for a couple hours. Too many people was the only my only complaint about the beach. There were so many people in a small area.
Yeah.
It's a very small area. Oh, let's go back a couple days. I forgot to mention this. I'm gonna tell this story. Sitting at the airport, and you all know I fly a lot. I'm at the airport like 2 days a week. I'm there a lot, and I have had very little delays out of Lambert, except for this day. I'm in line, ready to board. There's people on the plane, and they're like, "Hang on, guys, it's gonna be a little bit. We got maintenance to do." Oh Lord, I sat there for 2.5 hours.
I remember you texting me and being like, "Oh, great start to the trip." I'm not even on the plane yet.
And I was supposed to have landed, I think. It got delayed so bad. I was supposed to get there at like 10:30. We didn't board until like 9.
Oh my God.
So, yeah, I was thrilled about that, but it happens. What was really weird, and it people
Hmm.
there's some weird people in the world. There was a lady sitting next to me clipping her fingernails
On the plane?
on in the concourse. And when she's clipping them,
Okay.
if you're I don't care if you clip your fingernails, but just like contain yourself with them. They were shooting across the dang
Contain your
room.
fingernails.
She would clip them, they'd shoot across the room. It's like I've never seen anything like that before. And now I'm no better. I pick my fingernails, I bite my fingernails real bad, but I don't flick them across the room.
Yeah.
I try to throw them away if I can. And I think
My
that's just
God.
a habit. I bite my fingernails bad. It's just always been a thing.
Yeah.
But I don't flick them across the damn room.
I will say, like, sometimes when you do cut your fingernail, once you cut it, you don't know where it goes. Like,
Also,
it disappears.
right, but why are we doing this in the middle of the airport?
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, social awareness.
You have been at home all day. This was a 6 o'clock flight.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Made no sense to me at all. It's like, all right, whatever, lady. But of course, I made some
Hmm.
friends in the airport. I was talking to some people and I was boarding the plane, and I had been talking to these people about just getting to know them. We had nothing else to do.
Yeah.
They were chasing their kids around, and I was entertained by it. And I said, "I'll see y'all at the terminal, the new terminal." And she goes, "You want to take my kid with you? I don't want him anymore." I was like, "No, thanks, I'm good."
It sounds like a airport parent.
It was a tired parent. She was a
Yeah.
very nice lady. So we're getting on the plane, and she's right in front of me. Didn't know I was behind her. And they drop something, and she turns around to pick it up. Goes, "Oh, I'm sorry for blocking the line." She looks up, and goes, "Oh, it's you. Never mind."
She's like, actually, I'm not sorry.
Right. So back to the beach. Uh, what has been my biggest issue with the ocean over the last couple years on this show?
Well, I love how you're making me say this.
Here I am.
I thought you overcame it,
I thought I did too.
but your issue, it's not even necessarily the ocean. It's just any big body of water.
Right.
You cannot urinate in it.
True
You
story.
physically cannot.
Can't do it. I think I figured out what the problem is. I think there was too many
What?
people around.
And how long have I been saying that?
Well, I
You're
thought
pee shy.
I'm not though anywhere else.
Yeah, but you're pee shy because there's too many people.
I think that's the problem.
You
'Cause
couldn't pee into the ocean.
I thought I overcame the problem too, because I did, but there was nobody around.
Yeah.
Now there's people around, I couldn't do it, which was really inconvenient. And I did make a video that I'll post probably tomorrow night at the
Okay.
beach, and it's kind of funny, but it's a little too accurate, and it's just annoying. It's just an inconvenience because the bathroom was just far enough away that it was a pain.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't that it was far, but it was just far enough.
Yeah.
And you got to get out of the water. You got to walk all the way up there. You got to get covered in sand in the process, and maybe find some shoes. Probably not. It's just whatever. But still have that problem. This beach was really. This was probably the coolest beach I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
It was the most clear water. It was really cool. There's just too many people. There was several thousand people at the beach.
Yeah.
So it was too many people. But if that's my biggest complaint, it was a pretty cool day. It was really cool. I did get sunburned, shockingly.
Not so shocking.
There's a surprise there. I got sunburned.
Yeah.
Not too bad though. Not it peeled a little bit, but it didn't like hurt or anything, which was good. So that was fun. The beach was really cool. I didn't do any excursions there because they were just too expensive. Like snorkeling was $100. It was just.
Yeah.
I will say this: Norwegian will nickel and dime the shit out of you.
A lot of cruises do. If you want to do like extra stuff, you have to pay more
Oh,
to
it's
do
so
it.
expensive though. It's so expensive. I'll get to that though. I did one excursion. I'll tell you about it, and I got
Okay.
a lot to say about that. Um, I honestly don't remember what happened the rest of that day. There was so much. Got back on the boat. It took a little while. You had to take a little boat to get there, and of course made some friends on the boat that I would see the rest of the week every other day,
Hmm.
and had an excursion with. And they were cool. Nice little family. Um, what I did notice though, there's a lot of families on board. There was not a lot of people my age.
I mean, it is a cruise during the summertime.
Yeah, no, I just mean there were not a lot of mid-20s people.
Yeah. Most, I don't know how, a lot of people I went to high school with that have like just graduated like me, they're backpacking through Europe.
Yeah, they have
But
daddy's
the
money.
thing is, I know these people. They are not like rich and they didn't have jobs during high school or college.
And you don't really need a lot of money to go backpacking. You need a backpack.
Well, so a few are backpacking, some are like full on traveling Europe. It was like, did mommy and daddy get money all of a sudden? Like,
Europe,
what's
I
going
don't
on?
think costs a lot once you get there. I think it costs a lot to get there.
I don't know.
Not either.
I don't do all of the money conversions for that.
Yeah. So I bought a shirt on a Bahama island that I thought was fun and it doesn't fit. The collar, it's a cheaply made shirt, and the collar's like
Hmm.
up my throat on it. It fits. It's just the collar's, yeah,
It's choking you out.
yeah, it's bad. What are we switching pictures for? Palante was doing good. No, they didn't. He started. I got the crud to get my
We're
phone.
both watching different sporting games right now and doing this.
I'm paying so much attention. I didn't realize Palante was pitching. So anyway,
Well, I should have bet on Sophie Cunningham tonight because she's got ran out 20 points
I
for the
did go
whole
to the
game.
I did go to the casino on a boat one day.
That's what I was going to ask you. Did you go to a
I
casino?
did, and I donated $20 to a slot machine. Didn't even win one spin, so that was quick. I caught.
I will say, I don't know what it is. I think I'm the good luck charm because I've been to a casino maybe 5 times in my life. I've won it 3 out of the 5 times.
I've won. I mean, for the money for the what little I spend, I've done pretty well. But I did play roulette for a little while, and I was up like $20, which was good. I doubled my money, but I kept playing because I was having fun. I bet red every
Yeah.
time. I bet red every time. Every
See,
time.
that's your
Every time.
issue.
No, it works usually. Usually I win $10 and it pays for my steak dinner afterwards.
I don't know if I should be more concerned that your steak dinner is
30,
$10.
30.
Okay.
But yeah. So I played roulette for a little while. I was up, and I kept betting red, and black hit 7 times in a row.
But at that point, I feel like if it hits black 3 times in a row, you just go to black
Yeah,
at
but
that
then it's gonna
point.
hit red as soon as I do that, so I didn't. And then I
So you
lost.
just kept losing money.
I kept losing my money, and I was done. I thought about playing craps, but craps is expensive.
I honestly don't even know how to play that.
I learned how to play. It's not that hard, but I just learned how to play. You don't say seven around the table. I found out.
I I went to the so my last day working at the casino, all of us went to Ameristar to gamble because, that's what we do.
Yeah,
We can't gamble at the one we work at. So we went to Ameristar. I Everyone won money except for my one coworker, Emily. And she was the one that knew how all of the machines worked. And she was like, "Oh yeah, that like if you hit this number, it'll move this bar and like all this stuff." She was the one that lost money.
sounds about right.
And we were like, she was pulling out like a $10 bill. And all of a sudden we see 100 and the wad of cash. And we were like, dude, put the 100 in, put the 100 in.
No, we don't do that.
And she's like, dude, I got a wedding to pay for. She's like, I can't put the 100 in. And then we had Waffle House after.
As you should. I had Waffle House yesterday too.
Ameristar and Waffle House.
I didn't go to that one though. I went to the one in Dorset.
Yeah. Our favorite worker was at Waffle House
Oh,
too.
was he? What's his
Yeah.
name? I can't think of his name.
It starts with a J.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But he was there.
Yeah, he's
So
fun.
I didn't even pay for my own food.
That's nice.
So
Oh yeah, so Monday I get back from the beach and I took a shower and I had dinner reservations. Man, Palante's filthy tonight. Palante is filthy.
okay,
Anyway,
focus. And I know
um,
we're both watching multiple screens.
Palante's disgusting tonight. He looks really good. Yeah. Anyway, so I go to my dinner reservation at like 5:30 or something, and it was not great. It was a specialty dining. I had a pizza and spaghetti, and the menu was weird. I didn't want to get a steak at the Italian place. They didn't have chicken parmesan. They didn't have anything I really wanted. So I ordered the spaghetti. He said the spaghetti's good. And he goes, "That's it?" And I was like, "Well, I guess not." I said, "Let me get one of the margarita
Okay.
pizzas, but keep the green shit off of it."
That's what makes it a margarita pizza.
And he looked at me and he goes, "What?" I say, "The green shit. Get rid of that. I don't want that." He's like, "Okay, whatever you say." Pizza comes out and it's the saddest looking pizza I've ever seen. There's barely any cheese.
Well, yeah, that's a margarita pizza.
Yeah, it's
They
not
just
pizza.
put
It's a
like
sorry excuse for pizza.
you were the one that ordered it.
I didn't know it was the sad excuse for pizza.
Have you never seen a margarita pizza?
No, I thought it was just a cheese pizza. Because it is, technically.
Continue.
Anyway, I'm telling them not to put that green shit on there. And I'll post a video tomorrow. I'll have some pictures in it. But yeah, sorry excuse for pizza. What else happened that day? I went to the dance show, singing a dancing show. It wasn't my favorite. It wasn't the worst show I saw of the week, but it was probably second worst. I didn't know any of the music. I didn't really get the music, so it wasn't really for me. It was Latin music. It was fun. They were very talented,
Okay.
but not really for me. I'm missing a lot of stuff. I can't remember what all I did. There was some kind of other thing. Something else happened that day too. I can't remember. There was so much that happened. It was just nonstop all week. Let's see. What else did I do? I think that was it for that day. Yeah, I think that's all I did on the first day. Second day, was a C day. That's I think when I went to the casino.
Okay.
And I had breakfast that morning and I had and I had bacon and eggs and potatoes and French toast. And this was the most sorry excuse for French toast I have ever seen. It was two like a half pieces of French toast. I'll post a picture of it when I post day three.
Okay.
But it was a very just it was it was good. Just wasn't much food. I'll send you a picture real quick. I'll post it. Y'all see it in a few
Well,
days.
you also have to like think about how many people they have to feed plus the crew.
Yeah, but
They're feeding 4,000 people.
yeah, but there's also 9 restaurants and 500 people working it.
Yeah.
So the food was good overall. I was not super impressed with the food though.
I love how you left the one strawberry on your, or half a strawberry on the plate too.
That was just there. That's how it came.
That doesn't even look like a slice of bread.
It wasn't. It wasn't much, but it was good. But yeah, just kind of hung out on the boat, did some activities that day. I ate a lot of cookies. There was cookies in the lounge. I had a lot of cookies.
That bakery section must have hated you.
Yeah, I cleared them out.
Every time they're like, God damn it, we gotta make more cookies.
I cleared them. I don't think they were made cookies. I think they were store-bought cookies.
Well, you can't buy that. You can't buy cookies in the
Well,
middle
they
of the
tasted like
ocean.
store-made cookies. They were it was probably industrial made kitchen. But yeah, I met the cruise director pretty early in the week too. Richard, he was nice. I'm trying to remember what all I did. There was so much that I did. I'm just gonna hit the highlights and not go piece by piece because we'll be here for a minute.
Yeah.
I try to go piece by piece. I didn't really do a whole lot on Sea Day. Just kind of did all the boat stuff, and they did have prices right. And I feel like I used to host the prices right or what's that cost. I feel like I should have got picked to go down there.
Or you can sit on the couch and watch it and guess like my dad does.
Right? No, but I'm saying on the boat we played. There was a big show of it, but I feel like I should have been shooing for that, right? Nope.
Did well, yeah, how would they have known?
Yeah, they didn't. But I went to that. That was fun. Um, wouldn't have gone good if I had got picked because I didn't do very well. But that was one of
Were
my
they
favorite.
actually,
What?
what were they giving away?
Give away an ice cream maker, a set of knives, the prizes. So let's talk about this. Norwegian Cruise Lines. I had a lot of fun. I did. They nickel and dime the shit out of you. So I paid a lot to get on the boat.
Hmm.
It's like before everything for just the room. I think it was $1,000, which
Okay.
which isn't that bad for 7 days. That's less than it's a little over $100
Yeah.
a day. It's not that bad. And that's food's included in that. The drink package that I got was I think 180. The automatic gratuity
Hmm.
was 130, and the fees were like 200. So it was like an extra $500 just on that stuff just before I got on the boat. I think I spent another $400 on the boat.
Including the $20 at the casino.
Yes.
Okay. Had to make
Um,
sure.
it was $40, but yeah. What got me, I did pay for Wi-Fi once I got on the boat. It was like
Hmm.
$140, I think, for 5 days. And that was worth it because I used it. That was
Yeah.
so worth it. Um, I know in the future, just to go for it in the future. Don't bother with
Hmm.
150 minutes, just buy it. If you plan on using your phone at all, if you're by yourself, especially, and you like to watch TV to sleep, there's 3 channels on the boat. There's ESPN, there's Fox, and there's CNN.
And for the most part, all three of those will put you to sleep.
I can only take so much of those networks. I can't
Yeah.
watch that all day long or all night. I can, Gutfeld could put me to sleep once. He can't put me to sleep every night.
Hmm.
Um, so I ended up giving in and paying for it so I could watch YouTube and Hulu and stuff. I've been watching that show High Potential lately, and that's a great show.
I saw a few episodes of that.
That's a really good show. Well, anyway, that so as much money as they charge for this stuff, they can give a little better prices. Like I went to bingo one day. I love bingo. You know how much I like bingo.
Yes.
I love bingo. I don't know why. Maybe it's the 95-year-old man in me, but I love bingo. It's fun. I always enjoy it. I get into it. Well, I get there and I knew it cost something. I thought it was like 10
Mm-hmm.
bucks. 10 bucks I can justify. It was 59.95
To play bingo?
for 3 games. 6 cards each for 3 games. So 18 cards was 59.95 and you got 5 raffle tickets for a free cruise.
Hell no.
Well, I wanted to play. I was excited about
You
it.
paid that to
I
play
did. It
bingo.
was the lapse in judgment. I was excited. I was already in there. The bingo was about to start. I wanted to play.
Okay.
Not my finest decision, but I wanted to play. So anyway, I get in there and it's 59.99. It's automatic bingo. So it's online, where they predetermined.
So they don't have an actual like
No,
drum
it
that
was a
they
machine that would draw it. It was which I don't like because the way they were calling the numbers, where they were checking the answers. Usually you look at it and you match them to the balls. They would read the
hmm
number in the middle, and if it matched, it would count. It
What?
would pull up the card of what numbers have been drawn. Because the system had all
Okay.
the cards. So like if you won once, you can't win again. Where regular bingo, you could win multiple times, but there's no way they're gonna time it right where two people win where the same person wins twice.
Yeah.
Um, and the first game was only $180 prize.
At least you make some of your money back.
Not much. The second game I think was 220 and the last game was 250, but they advertised this $3,000 jackpot. Do you know what you have to do to get the $3,000 jackpot?
Pay a lot of money.
No, you have to get a coverall, which is normal. You have to win in a coverall and 47 balls or less. No, that's not possible. I get why they do
I'm
that, but like nobody's gonna win that.
yeah.
So that was one of the big things I didn't like was just the price on everything. Because it was the same thing with Wheel of Fortune and Deal or No Deal. Like I wanted to play those two, but you had to pay
hmm
50 bucks to play, which seems really high.
Yeah.
So bingo, I mean, it was fun. I enjoyed it, but like it was a steep price.
Well, were you the youngest person there?
At bingo, probably.
That's what I thought.
That wasn't with like their parents. Yeah, probably. It's a that's a safe bet. Get there, Mason. Yeah, it's a safe
They
bet.
get the trace. It's the end of the game. They get the trace leches together.
Nice. Um, Yeah, so nothing that day wasn't super eventful. It was fun though. There was the price, like I said, the Price is Right was cool. The
hmm
prizes could have been a little better. They make it really, really hard to win a car. You have
Well,
to be
yeah, no kidding.
they advertise it as you can win a car. You have to be $100 off of the Showcase Showdown price.
Yeah.
I was close. I was like 1,500 off.
You were not close enough.
I was closer than both contestants.
Mm.
Another great play by Mason. Um, yeah, so I mean it was cool. It was fun. They could have had a little better prizes for what you have to pay. There was one
Yeah.
game, I don't remember what day it was, but they had the newlywed game. The not so newlywed game. Nope, never mind, not that one. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. If you got on and you won a cruise.
Okay.
And that was not that difficult. Like if I was selected, I probably would have won. 'Cause
hmm
I had everything before the people did. I don't remember the answers, but I had everything. Um, there was also a newlywed show. That was fun. That was funny. There was 3 couples down there. They had one team that was married for less than 7 years, one from 7 to 30, and the other one was 35 and up. And the kid, I don't know how old he was, but he was funny. He's been married for 4 years to his wife, and you could tell that they had him and his wife like to have fun before they
Yeah.
got called down. They went down, they had a dance off to determine who got picked, and this kid took his shirt off immediately and started like almost whipping her with it.
Oh my
And the
God.
place went nuts for it. The cruise director ripped him apart. Put your shirt on, son. I'd never seen anything that white in my life. And then the old man took his shirt off.
Okay, this
And
is
it
sounding like a trailer trash Tammy
kind
cruise.
of. And then everybody had their shirts off.
Oh my God.
Wow, what a play. Oh, check that. That's how that ends. He's perfect through five. I think he got him over there. That was a heck of a play. Sorry, I'm invested in this game. It's a perfect game through five, and
Clark just got a three-pointer. They're at 102 tonight.
we're gonna
Let's
check
go.
this. Mason just made a hell of a play over there. Yeah, we're gonna check that. Um, what else did we do? So the second day on the or second stop was Jamaica. I don't know where in Jamaica, but Jamaica. And I didn't leave the port. I got off the boat, walked around. Man, those people in them shops will get you. They don't stop until you buy something.
No, they don't.
And you could haggle too. There was a shirt, a blue shirt. I was wearing it yesterday. Um, it was $25 on the thing, and I said, "How much for one of those?" And she said, 25. I go, "Oh no, no, thank you. That's too much, far too much." And she goes, "How about 20?" And I said, "Still too much." And she
Yeah.
asked the lady at the register, "What's the cheapest we can go?" And the lady said 15, and I was like, "Damn it, I have to buy this." I didn't even want it, but I do like it. It's a cool shirt.
Yeah.
I bought one in another place. It was a Jamaican bobsled shirt.
Okay.
I talked him down to cost on that one, which was like
Well,
15 bucks, I
you
think.
also have to think about like they're on an island.
Yeah,
Most of their country's like income comes from tourists. So
yeah,
even to get like goods there costs a lot for them.
yeah.
So everything there is going to be way more expensive.
So I just walked around the port though. They really wanted me to try this like Irish cream rum. And I didn't want it, I didn't want it, I didn't want it. So I gave in and I was like, "Oh, that'll wake you up in the morning." He goes, "Yeah, people put it in their coffee, it wakes them up." I was like, "Yeah, no kidding, that'll wake you up. Put air in your chest." That was strong rum. Damn, he was safe on that. That sucks. Uh, for dinner that night, I went to Cagney's. That's a steakhouse, and
Okay.
I had me a Caesar salad and a prime rib. Caesar salad was bad,
Okay.
not good.
What was bad about it?
It
The
tasted like
dressing?
anchovies. The dressing was not good.
Okay.
I know there's
You're not doing great PR for Norwegian Cruise Line right
hang on,
now.
hang on. I really had a good time. I really did. I had a lot of fun. There was just things that like they could do a little better, not nickel and dime you everything, just charge you up front for everything,
Yeah.
or have a little bigger portion sizes. Uh, but this I had a prime rib with truffle mashed potatoes. Oh, it was good. That was the
Okay.
one of those mashed potatoes were top two mashed potatoes I've ever eaten ever. They were
Okay.
so good. They were so good. It was awesome. The prime rib was delicious too. And I had reservations on the last night at the Mexican place, but I canceled them. I was like, I'm gonna get into Cagney's again. And I got lucky and something opened up and I got another spot at Cagney's and it was awesome. I had it twice. It was so good. I had the
Hmm.
same thing too. Prime rib with mashed potatoes. It was great. It was really, really good. I was really impressed with that place. What else did I do that night? I'm missing a lot of things. I can't remember what all I did. I did so much.
Do the highlights.
I went to Great Grand Cayman Islands. Um, this was my least favorite port. There,
Was it the excursion?
no, no, it wasn't even
Okay.
the shops were not great. They were around. I did make a video trying some food that I'll post at some point. It was good, but it wasn't anything special. It was just kind of like a fried meat patty,
Okay.
deep fried meat patty. So I had that, and then what else did I have? I didn't. I don't. I think I just bought a shot glass. Yeah, I bought a shot glass. I bought a lot of shot glasses. I don't need shots, but I bought a lot of shot glasses. Um, but yeah, so I did that. I walked around a little bit. I walked out of the port. I walked down up down the street for a minute over to one of like the beach bars. You had to take a taxi to get to the beach, but you had to pay like 12 bucks to get there. And we got there so
Yeah.
we got stuck in the port in Jamaica because of the wind. The wind was so strong it was knocking the boat around, so we couldn't get out,
Hmm.
which is pretty standard. But it happens. So we finally get out. We got there like 2 hours late. And I didn't get out the boat till probably 11. And we had to leave at 3. So I was like, why do we even bother going to the beach for 45 minutes and turning around if I have to pay 20 bucks? So I didn't go. And there's a lot of people trying to get money from you at the port. They're standing there with tour signs and they're yelling at you. Like you make eye contact with them, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Because they don't stop.
Hmm.
They really want you to go on a tour. Oh, he's out at second. Dead duck over there. Um, yeah, they really, really want you to go on their tours and go to the beach in their taxi services, and they don't stop either. So I wasn't too impressed with that one. It was a cool area, but I didn't really do much. And
Yeah.
we that night I think was the Newlywed Show, I want to say. I also hung out a lot in the Solos Lounge. There were some cool people down there, so I hung out with them a little bit. Made some friends. One lady was born in Ukraine. She moved to America, and she's American. She's very much American, she said. Another guy,
True-blooded American.
another guy. I should try to get him on the show. Got his contact. He's an operations manager at 3 Waffle Houses in Florida.
Three Waffle Houses.
You know that man has some stories. He was fun.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
what I did do. So I bought the drink package, but I don't really drink.
Hmm.
They didn't have lemonade at any of the bars. What do I drink, Emily?
When you go to the bar,
When I go out drinking, what do I drink?
you have the Deep Eddy's vodka
Yeah,
lemonade.
and lemonade. They didn't have lemonade at any bars.
You're just gonna have the straight up lemonade vodka then.
They didn't even have that. They had Tito's.
Oh. Well,
So I tried mixing it with Coke, and that was bad.
Tito's and Coke.
Yeah, apparently I Googled it. It's normal.
I've never heard of that.
I hadn't either, so I tried it, and it was not great. Um, and then I had that pina colada on the beach, but this is day like 4, and I've had 2 drinks. So,
Hmm.
uh, I was gonna go. I think I was gonna take a nap. I don't know. And this guy I became friends with, he says, "Let's go to the pool." I was like, "Let's get some lunch, and then we'll go to the pool." All right, fine. I'll go to the pool. I have one drink. I had a frozen strawberry daiquiri, and that was
Okay.
delicious. And then I had another one, and I had another one, and I was like, "Oh, I'm feeling kind of nice. I'm done. No more. I don't. Those will give you a severe hangover. If you drink too many of those with all the sugar in them."
Yeah, no kidding.
So I stop. I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. This one lady from Alabama that I'd met, we're in the hot tub with her, and she comes over and gives me another one. And I was like, oh, man. Okay. So I drank it. I'm all happy about
They're
it.
trying to get you real fucked
Yeah,
up.
I know. And then I'm sitting by the pool deck, and I'm on the pool deck on a chair, hanging out and having a nice time. This pool was really small. It was not a big enough pool. The one on the Royal
Hmm.
Caribbean I went on like 10 years ago was huge. This one was not a big pool. So I was sitting there, and my buddy comes over and he hands me another one. I was like, I said I was done. He goes, oh, I'll just drink it. So I drink it. And I sit up and I go, oh, I'm drunk. I, I wasn't like hammered or anything, but I was like, oh, I'm drunk.
Yeah.
So they go ahead and give me another, and then he gives me another one. And I drank about 3/4 of it. And I'm like, brother, I'm gonna throw up if I keep drinking these. It's too much sugar. I gotta stop.
Hmm. I'm
So
surprised you even had that many.
I was too. And I get down to the lounge and I'm sitting on the couch down there. And this one lady comes by and says, man, you're always in here, aren't you? And I was like, no, I'm just drunk right now. And I wasn't hammered or anything, but I was feeling good.
Yeah.
Like you could tell I was drunk, but I wasn't like gone
Hmm.
or anything. But yeah, it was funny. And then I didn't feel good the rest of the day because I sobered up and I sobered up at 5 o'clock.
And that's drinking time again.
I know I should have just kept drinking, but I stopped and didn't feel too good after that. But I toughed it out and hung out for a little while, had some more cookies, and went to dinner. I don't remember where I went for dinner. Oh, that night I had cheese ravioli. They gave me 3 raviolis, and I had a big old bowl of fettuccine.
Okay.
And then for dessert, I had this s'mores brownie thing. It was awesome. And I was telling my waitress how good it was. I believe her name was Harriet. She was awesome.
Okay.
Her and this other feller, I don't remember his name, but they were awesome. And the guy comes over and he goes, you want another one? And I go, no, I'm good. But I shook my head yes. I was like, yeah, give me another one. It gives me another one. And he sees it. He goes, oh, wait, you need ice cream with that. And I was like, no, I don't. No, the hell I don't. And the fettuccine was like rich. Like it filled you up. It was a decent sized
Yeah.
fettuccine, but it would fill you up. And I took pictures of some things, not everything. I forgot. Um, but yeah, so I had the fettuccine and I had the second one. And they come back and you go, you want another one? And I was like, no, no, I'm not gonna let them move. And at the steakhouse, I ordered a bunch of food, and the guy said something to the guy. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to move after it. And he goes, "Don't worry, we have wheelchairs for you." And I was like, "That is not what I meant. That was not what I meant." So I guess Friday comes around, I want to say, and I had my excursion in
Okay.
Cozumel, Mexico. And I look around the shops, and there was a shirt that I really wanted, but I'd already bought enough shirts, so I didn't buy it. It was a knockoff
Hmm.
Budweiser shirt, but it was called Budweiser, and it was the King.
Oh, I've seen those.
And I wanted it so bad, but it was like 20 bucks and I didn't want it that much and I didn't buy it. So my excursion, you know what I did, Emily? I was so excited for this.
What?
Lucha Libre Mexican wrestling.
That that was an
It
excursion?
was. And I was so excited all week. I couldn't wait for this because I love luchador style wrestling. It's awesome. It's the high flying, the Rey Mysterios of the world and stuff.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It was $140. Walker just torched that ball.
You paid that much?
I did. But I had a $50 credit, so I only paid 80 or 90, but I paid a lot, and I was so excited for it. I couldn't wait. And you got tacos and margaritas. I don't drink margaritas because the tequila hurts my stomach, so I don't drink those anymore. But I know it's sad.
Yeah.
It's sad, but so I'm so excited for this, and I'm talking to people on the bus, and this lady on the bus next to me, she's asked if I went to the solos meeting, and I said no because I went once and it was not for me, so I left.
Hmm.
And um And I also said, I got there and I looked around the room and I knew everybody in there. And this is like a day and a half in.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I kind of know everybody already. She laughed and said, that doesn't surprise me. And I said, why is that? Because, I'm not chatty.
Very talkative.
No, never. But yeah, I get on the bus. I'm going there and I'm excited. I'm pumped up. We get there and it's like in its own place. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it was a venue designed specifically for this excursion.
Yeah.
Awesome. Emily, I was so disappointed by this.
The wrestling was not good.
It was a straight up mockery of pro wrestling. It was not pro wrestling.
Was it was that because it wasn't like the American pro
No,
wrestling?
no, it didn't even follow like the structure of Lucha Libre. Like you never take your mask off if you have a mask. The one guy was pulling up his mask and sticking his tongue out at people, and both wrestlers were masked at one point and were unmasked in the match. You don't do that unless it's like a blood feud and like it makes sense to do it.
Okay.
There was sound effects after every move.
Honestly, I would have paid money to go and just watch it be solely just disappointed
I had fun. I enjoyed
because
it.
of that.
I had a nice time there. It was not worth the $90 that I paid. I would not do it again, and it was not professional wrestling. It was as choreographed as the song and dance shows were. Wrestling is predetermined. We all know this. It's not a secret. It's predetermined. We know who's going to win. We know what the finish is going to be a lot of times.
Yeah.
But like the wrestlers, like the finish is planned, the beginning is planned. Everything else is usually called in the ring. This was so choreographed that the guy in the production booth knew what move was coming next. Now,
They just do it different.
No, this was not professional wrestling. At one point, the ring announcer with the microphone is arguing with the wrestlers mid-match.
I
Exactly. That face said it.
honestly, I wouldn't have even paid to go because that's not my sort of thing. But if I did, I probably would have just walked out.
You couldn't because it was a half
Well,
an
then
hour commercial
I
break.
would have had to entertain myself with something else.
Now, there were some parts that were cool, but what I didn't like was at the beginning they told us to say ultra, I think is what the word was. Ultra. Again,
Okay.
when it's a cool move. Anytime a remotely cool move happened, they put it up on the screen, okay, and they pumped in crowd noise to get us to say it.
They played their own crowd noise.
Yes, there was too much crowd noise, and the sound effects were overbearing. And the worst part, the worst of it all, and this would have made Jim Cornette die on the spot if this happened in today's day. The end of the show, all the wrestlers who had just ripped each other's mask off, are supposed to hate each other,
Yeah.
came out and took a bow.
Okay.
I've never seen anything like that before. The only thing that's even remotely happened like that was in 97, I want to say. 96, 97, when Scott Hall and Kevin Nash were leaving the company. Triple H and
Mm-hmm.
Shawn Michaels went out and took a bow with them, but that's because their best friends were leaving the company.
Yeah.
Triple H was supposed to win King of the Ring, and that got delayed a year. That was the rise of Stone Cold. Because
Sure. I'm
that's
more entertained about you being mad about the
okay. I don't want to sound like I didn't
Mexican
enjoy it at
wrestling.
all. I had a nice time, but it just wasn't pro wrestling. And
Okay.
it wasn't.
It was low budget.
No, I've seen low budget. I went to a show a few weeks ago. It was a Dynamo show, and it was kind of the newer guys coming up in Dynamo.
Okay.
Dynamo's a great promotion. They run great shows. This was a good show too. It was in the outfield of a softball park in the
Oh
back
wait, yeah,
corner.
you did tell me about this.
That is low budget, and it was a great show. That was great. They put on a good show. They just they were in the outfield of a softball stadium in Barnhart, Missouri.
hmm
This was in a nice arena. I didn't understand it. I don't get it. It didn't make sense to me. But
Okay. What happened after that?
other
Did
people
you go
enjoyed
do
it.
anything else?
Other people did enjoy it. Like I asked around, people liked it. It was cool
hmm
for non-wrestling fans. Me, the live wrestling that I see is I go to Glory Pro shows, and those are I think the best independent promotion in the country. And I go
Okay.
to AEW pay-per-views with press passes. I'm incredibly spoiled when it comes to
hmm
live wrestling that I've seen. I have seen some of the greatest matches in wrestling history live. I saw Danielson and Osprey live. I've seen four different Osprey matches live. I saw Takeshita and Omega live.
Yeah, for people that like don't know wrestling, and this was like the closest thing that they were like, I'm somewhat interested in.
Right.
They would have thought like, oh, this is pro wrestling in Mexico. This is cool.
It
They
wasn't though.
wouldn't have known like what's wrong and what's not.
At least to me, it felt like a mockery of the business. As somebody who's been a part of the business, if I was announcing a show and they started playing sound effects, I wouldn't be working with them anymore.
I would have been laughing.
Okay, if it
Just
happened
be
once,
well,
it'd be
I
fine.
think
It
that
happened every single move.
were they trying to be comical with it?
No,
Okay.
it was like superhero noises.
Because there's a difference if they're like doing it to like be serious,
Yeah.
and then if
It
they're
was
doing it to be funny.
it was not for the pop. It was to energize the crowd.
Okay.
So yeah, I didn't really. I don't know. And then I had some tacos that were okay. But
Okay, the tacos made up for it.
yeah. Let's come ahead a little bit to some of the other highlights that you'll like. Every night they had karaoke. I walked in one night just to see how what it was about, and the worst sound I've ever heard in my life was coming out of that room. I turned around and went to bed. It was the
Okay.
most horrendous sound I've ever heard ever. And I can't sing at all.
Mm-hmm.
But I also kind of know how to work the room a little bit, you know?
Can you tell if it was someone like really drunk that couldn't sing?
I didn't make it that long to tell.
Okay.
Now there was a band, I'll come back to the karaoke. There was a band that played, I think 4 nights. They were called Sid Normans. They played at the Sid Norman Poorhouse and they were really good. They were really, really good.
Okay.
They were really good. That was one of my favorite things I saw. They actually on the last night, you like Fleetwood Mac?
Oh, love Fleetwood Mac.
They did a whole show in the theater where they just played the Rumors album.
Oh, I would have went to that.
I went to that. It was fun. It was cool. I didn't know all the songs. I also my music knowledge is not great.
Yeah.
Like I know people and I know the bands, but I don't know who's in the bands.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know Stevie Nicks was in Fleetwood Mac. I also don't listen to Fleetwood Mac, so you know.
That now, Stevie Nicks did go solo after Fleetwood Mac.
That's what I
But
know Stevie.
you just thought you went solo.
I didn't even know Fleetwood Mac and Stevie Nicks were remotely even the same. I didn't know they were the same generation. I didn't know anything about it. I don't know Fleetwood Mac that well. I know like two songs. I don't know anything about the band. I didn't know that the one girl was sleeping with the lighting director. Like
Oh, that's basically why the band ended
the
because they were
100% why the
all
band broke
like
up.
sleeping with each other and cheating and cocaine at that time,
Yep.
all that stuff.
I also had no idea Fleetwood Mac was in the 70s. I don't
What, do you
know.
think they were from 2010?
I, I don't know Fleetwood Mac. I know three songs and I don't know them well. And I heard one song and I didn't even know it was Fleetwood Mac and I knew the song. So my music knowledge is not great, but
I think that's a lesson of today is Jack didn't know Stevie Nicks was in Fleetwood Mac.
no, I had no idea. I really didn't. And I also I never put it together that Ozzy and Black Sabbath were the same thing. I knew Black Sabbath, I knew Ozzy, I never put them together.
I have rock and roll history books here
I'm not
that
gonna read
are
them.
actually very entertaining. I feel like I need to pass those on to
I'm
you.
not gonna read them. You can give them to me. I'm not gonna read them. You can quiz me, and that'll be a fun segment. Does Jack know who was in these bands? But
Honestly,
unless I'm
that
a
would be a good segment.
unless I'm a huge fan of a band, I don't know who's in the band. Like you're lucky I know Billy Joe Armstrong is Green Day.
Well, I would think like Stevie Nicks is synonymous with Fleetwood Mac.
I
Anytime people
also
think of Stevie Nicks, they think of Fleetwood Mac.
I know the name. I don't think I know any of her music.
Edge of, well, Edge of
I
17. If I played that for you, you would
uh,
recognize it.
you know that video, that TikTok trend that was going around where it was like it's very important that you pick up that phone or something when something happens, and it was that song playing in the background.
I remember the trend. I don't remember it being that song though.
It was the song. It wasn't on the Rumors album, but they played it. I don't know the name of it, but it was really good. They crushed it. Um,
I'm
it's
trying
about
to think
being
what
a
song
moment
it
in
was.
time, and I don't know. Anyway, I had no idea Stevie Nicks and Fleetwood Mac were the same thing.
Okay.
But like I said, I also didn't know Ozzy was in Black Sabbath, but I knew Black Sabbath and I knew
I
Ozzy.
feel like that is a good segment of like 10 questions of music trivia just to see if you know.
Now, I did go to a music trivia thing one night, and my music trivia is decent. in certain categories.
In country.
In country and a little bit of classic rock. Not like yours, but classic rock.
I when you say little bit, I don't think that little bit exists if you did not know Stephen Nicks was in Fleetwood Mac.
I don't know if I'd count Fleetwood Mac in that same conversation of classic rock.
What are they then?
I don't know, but I don't think I would call it classic rock.
They are classic rock.
Billy Joel is classic rock.
He's yeah, he's also classic rock, but
I don't know what I
Fleet
would consider. It's good. I'm not saying it's not good. I just,
the Beatles are classic rock.
yeah,
The
and
Rolling Stones are classic rock.
they're different than Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah, there's really wasn't anything like Fleetwood Mac
I
at
know,
that
that's what I'm
time.
saying. That's why I don't think I would consider it classic rock. I'd kind of call it its own thing.
The Doors and Fleetwood Mac.
I don't know the Doors.
Maybe the closest because they had a keyboardist and a guitarist at the
I don't know.
time.
They're just not necessarily classic rock to me. Anyway, moving on a
I'm
little.
gonna Google it and see what they're
It's
qualified as because it's classic rock.
this is my opinion. Don't
I
matter.
will die on that hill.
Okay, it's just my opinion. I don't consider it's its own thing. It's great. It's its own thing now. Well, anyway, so I went to this music trivia, and believe it or not, I got second place.
How?
I don't know. I took a lot of shots in the dark. There was a decent amount of country trivia, so that helped.
Okay, well, yeah, that's fine.
There was enough, but there were some that were just like total shots in the dark. Like, who's the highest selling female country artist ever?
Well, I highest selling.
Or like, you
I mean,
know,
I feel like some people you could say Taylor Swift, but
no,
some
you
people
can't.
don't consider her country anymore.
No, you cannot call her country. She hasn't been country in 15 years. She's not
Yeah.
country.
Dolly Parton,
Oh, you're close though. Dolly was my first thought, and then I guess somebody else. And my other guess was
Reba.
right. Nope.
Uh, I'm trying to think of
She's still around, doesn't really sing much anymore, but she's had a lot of work done.
a lot of. See, I don't know what most
A
of the people
lot
look like now.
of work done. You know her two most famous songs for sure.
Can you give me like a
Dun,
first
dun,
initial?
dun, dun, dun.
Oh, Shania Twain.
There you go. Yeah, Shania. I just that was the first thing that came to mind. I was like, Shania. Shania's awesome. Why not Shania, right?
Yeah.
Now, what's tough for some of these trivia is a lot of the crew staff is international. There's very few Americans on there,
Mm-hmm.
and they have very,
Yeah.
very thick accents.
Mm-hmm.
So some of these specialty questions and trivia are really hard to understand what they're saying, just because like they're doing their best and they speak fluent English, but their accents are just so thick it's hard to understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, back to karaoke. Did I or did I not sing karaoke?
I mean, you say you left, but I feel
Well,
like,
I had it for like 6 nights.
yeah, that was my question. Was it a multiple night thing? I feel like
They had it every night.
I hope you did, but if you did, I'm also upset that you didn't tell me or take a video of it or have someone take a video.
There's no video of it, but I did sing karaoke.
Did you do family traditions?
I thought about it, but I didn't. They didn't have a ton of options. I'll tell you what I
Friends in
wanted
low
to do.
places.
No, I'll tell you what I wanted to do, and they didn't have it. I wanted to do country roads.
How that's like a classic
I
karaoke
know.
song. How did they not
And
have that?
and then I wanted to do should have been a cowboy, and that wasn't on there either.
That I'm not joking. I felt like I was on drugs when I walked in to work today because all of the HVAC people were there. they have a massive JBL speaker, and that was the first song I heard of the day.
Should have
Was
been a
Should Have Been a
cowboy.
Cowboy.
Should have
And
learned
I
to
walked in
rope
and I was
and
like,
ride.
because usually it's like divorced dad, like Creed, Nickelback, Linkin Park, Stained. And then today was old country, and I was like, man, they really switched it up today.
Have you ever heard old Marshall Dillon say, Miss Kitty, have you ever thought of running away? She said yes in a New York minute.
We're gonna get copyrighted.
We might. That sounded pretty much like Toby there.
It did. Wait, so what did you sing?
I'll give you two more guesses.
Uh, what's a courtesy of the Red
There you
Riding
go.
Hood? Okay, that would actually that was gonna be my first guess, and then I was like, it's an international cruise. Maybe they don't have that one,
They erupted for it. Crowd loved it. Crowd popped hard when I walked up there
as
and
they
it
should.
popped up. The speaker was so loud in there, I couldn't tell people were singing along. I was told they were.
Hmm.
I can't sing. Y'all know that. I just tried to sing. I can't sing, so I don't sing.
Yeah.
But I mean, I had fun with it when the boot in your ass part. I did a high front kick and everything, and
Hmm.
it was fun. I had a good time. No video though. And that was the last night.
Uh,
The last night was fun. We were all hanging out in the lounge. There was like six of us. We were having a nice time. There was a bottle of champagne that showed up somehow. I didn't drink any of it, but somebody polished it off pretty quick. But so we went and did the karaoke, and I was ready to go to bed. And somebody said, "Let's go to the club," and I was like, "I don't want to go to the club." And somebody I saw was very clearly trying to hit on this girl, so I was curious. I was kind of, I was
you
watching,
gotta watch what's going down.
I was watching the train wreck, see how it would go.
Yeah.
It didn't end well. Did not end well because I knew both of them. I had met both of them, but
Well,
but
he
yeah,
tried.
overall it was a fun cruise. I had a good time. I really did. Something I'll do again. You should come next time. I think you would enjoy it.
Ben, I mean, I do have money, just not money like that to spend.
You will. Give
And
it.
also I was transitioning jobs, so I wasn't
Yeah.
gonna like do a job for a week and then be like, peace out. I don't have any PTO, but I'm leaving.
So everybody was asking me, what made you want to go on a cruise by yourself? And I go, well, I wanted to go on a cruise and my friends are boring.
I'm sure they laughed about that.
And they're like, okay, really, what happened? And I was like, okay, I wanted to go on my cruise. I wanted to go on a cruise, and my friends either just graduated college or just started a new job, and they don't have the money for a cruise yet, which is
Yeah.
totally understandable because I was in that boat
Or you also like
recently.
I'm sure Casey would have gone,
Right. It
but
just
he
wasn't, it
can't
wasn't,
really like take time off with
if he
his
if he had
job.
more time off, he would go. It
Yeah.
just didn't work out. It was on a short notice because that was the one I wanted to go on. I had PTO that expires in August, and I still have
Hmm.
all of my PTO. So
Yeah, I'm just building up my PTO.
how much do you have?
I'd have to, well, I don't know, because it's every pay period it gets built up.
Oh, okay. I
Right
just
now, I have like a set amount, but to actually build it up, it's like certain amount every pay period.
okay. Yeah, I have a certain amount every year, and it resets on my higher date. So I had 14 days of PTO
Oh, see, I'm
that I
lucky
needed to
because
use.
mine, it'll roll over every year,
Yeah,
but I have to use at least half a day, which I'm
weird.
already like going to use half a day because of a doctor's appointment.
Right.
So I'd be fine with that.
But yeah, that's what I told everybody.
Yeah.
I was like, my friends didn't want to come, and I did. So I went on a cruise. So I went by
Yeah.
myself, and
Well,
I had a great time. It sounds like I
I,
complained a lot. There was a couple things I criticized.
you did complain a lot, but
Well, I complained
at
about the
least
prices.
the
That's really all I
prices
complained
and
about.
prices,
And the
the
rest.
price of some of the things you could win.
Yeah. So there was a few things that could be better, but other than that, I really had a good time.
Yeah.
The food was good. Like I said, small portion, but the food was good. Like it was. I ate a lot
Hmm.
of food, a lot of dessert. I really had a good time.
Also, if I went on a cruise, I would have to get a passport
I
because
had to
I
do it.
don't have one.
I had to do that. I mean, it's $200.
200 to get a passport?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. I thought you could just get it for like $15.
Hell no, you can't.
Oh shit, maybe I do a river cruise, a beginner one.
I think you would. I think you would like it. I think you'd have a good time. So maybe when I go next year, you can come.
Maybe.
You save a fuck ton of money having two people. I'll tell you that much.
Is it, would I have my own room?
I mean, you could, but it would cost a lot more.
I'd rather have my own room.
I'll tell you, it's a difference of like $900.
Listen, I've shared a room with, hopefully my parents don't listen to this one. They probably will. I've shared a room with multiple guys, not in the same, well, one time in the same bed.
Do what
But
now?
in my college days,
I was
which I
around for
hate
most of
to,
those college days. What are you talking about?
I wouldn't, I hate to say like, oh, back in my college days, I used to do
A few
that
months ago.
because I still feel like I'm in college. But
You've been out for like
I
4 weeks.
have, I have multiple guys like, because at one point my room had two beds
Yeah,
because it was set up for two people, but it was only me.
yeah, I know what you mean.
So like, I would have my one guy friend Brian slept over one night. Thomas slept over. My friend Nick slept over.
I will.
And
I will.
they were all in the other bed, but one of them, I'm not gonna say who, one of them snored very loudly, so I barely slept that night. And I told them the next day, I cannot have you sleep over again
I will say
unless you're
this:
like really drunk.
you are barely in the room. The room is just pretty much to sleep and shower. Um, it was nice having the solo room because the lounge was right there. But I
Yeah.
think I would rather have I would share a room and save because I think from what I remember, it was when I was booking it, it was like $200 more for a stateroom from a solo room,
Okay.
and you're splitting the cost. So what
If
would
we
be?
listen, do you snore?
No, I don't.
If we ever had to share a room for
You would be
something,
fine.
there is going to be a wall of pillows or
Yeah.
blankets in between.
Okay. I'm just purely talking
Because
money
that
saving.
I did that one time.
I am purely just talking money saving. I would be okay sharing a bed with just about anybody to save $800. You got to think
Okay.
about it too. If you're saving that much money, you can do other things. Like you can justify going kayaking.
Going to the
You know,
casino.
you can justify other things because you save so much money. You could justify the flight. You can upgrade the flight seat a
Hmm.
little bit. You can sit extra leg room. Stuff like that. I think it would be worth it to share a room. I did like having that solo lounge though. But if you have somebody else with you, you don't need to make as many friends. But the
But
good
it's
thing is
also easy for you to make friends
that is true.
too. You talk to everyone and anyone.
Yeah. So really though, um, I as much as I liked going by myself, I would do it again. But I think it would be really fun to have a group of people or even just one other person there.
Yeah.
I think it'd be really fun. Like if I could get a group of six,
Or even not even like necessarily a cruise, if we could just get a group of people to go on vacation
even
somewhere.
just to the lake for a weekend,
Yeah.
be really fun. But I think a cruise with a certain group of our friends would
Yeah.
be really fun.
I feel like we need to start small and see how it goes
We might.
before we go international.
You're really though. I mean, I was in the room to sleep and maybe 2 hours outside of that because I would usually go to take a shower about 3 o'clock or whatever, and I would end up taking a nap in the process. Cardinals had a couple day games
Yeah.
that I watched, but I really wasn't in the room much, so it was a really fun
Yeah.
experience. I would do it again. What else? Oh, after the cruise, I watched Freedom 250 UFC.
Is that what it was called?
Freedom UFC Freedom 250. Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Uh,
I watched the first three, then I watched the O'Malley fight, and then I went to bed because I had work.
I watched the whole thing and I fell asleep right before the main event. And the main event was like the best fucking fight I've ever seen.
I know, I was on Twitter the next X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. I was on Twitter the next day, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, the last match was
It
the
was
best one of the night."
it was so good.
So, so I went back and watched it, and I was like, "I'm kind of mad I didn't stay up for it."
It almost felt like I'm not a big UFC fan, but I know enough. And it kind of felt like kind of a changing of the guard. Because some of the
A
older guys
little bit.
that were on there, Michael Chandler, the pride of Northwest High, which is about 20 miles from me, looked horrible. Derek Lewis, who has more knockouts than anybody in UFC history, looked horrendous. And these
He
are,
he was one of the few names I had heard
you
before,
knew
so I was
Chandler,
like,
didn't you?
"What?"
You knew Chandler, didn't you?
Yeah. But I was like, oh, he's one of the names I've heard. Like, I hope he wins. And
Hmm.
then he, that one was almost like the Jake Paul Floyd Mayweather fight. That one of them, like, Derek Lewis did not move around at all.
He
He
couldn't.
just stood there and, like, took the punches.
My thought on that one was he wasn't supposed to be on that card until recently when the president, Donald Trump, called Dana and said, "Why is Derek not on the card?" And he called Derek and said, "You want to fight at White House?" And he said, "Absolutely." And that was about it. I don't think he was in shape to fight. I don't think he was ready to fight. I don't think he should have been fighting.
See, I didn't, that was actually the first, like, I think I had watched maybe two UFC fights before.
Yeah,
But this was the first actual like card I kind of watched. I didn't watch the whole thing, but
it was good.
believe me, if I didn't have work the next day, I would have watched all of it.
I don't know why they did it on a Sunday night. That was
Do they usually do main events on Sundays?
no, not like that.
I think it must have been a thing for like Trump's birthday.
Might have been, yeah.
Because it was his birthday that day.
It was really cool though, with them coming out from the White House and everything. All the, all that was.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. There was some controversy we're not going to talk about, but Josh Hokett said some
Oh,
wild things.
yeah. And there was another thing that happened that wasn't shown on TV.
There was.
Yeah, a
Oh, there was like,
former UFC guy
oh
tried to
yeah,
get
not
in.
former champion,
He's a champion,
right now
but he,
champion, current champion. That was Sean
oh, I
Strickland.
didn't know that.
That was Sean Strickland.
Yeah, Sean Strickland, he was not on the card and was also not invited to the
Herrera just got hit
fight.
again.
And he is more conservative leaning if you look at his Twitter or
Him and Trump
he's
are
very
close.
non-PC.
Oh, there's a clip somebody
So,
asking him what his favorite cuss word is. That's a fun video. He says, "I can't say
oh,
it."
there's multiple clips of him doing things that are very politically incorrect.
Yeah,
But
but
he
man,
was
can he
not
fight?
invited.
He's beloved.
So he was not invited to this thing for whatever reason. And fans were kind of confused, being like, this guy is against the woke
He
movement.
criticized Trump recently.
How is he not invited to this thing?
He
He
criticized Trump
tried
about
to
Iran.
he tried to get in and I think it was a SWAT team or
SWAT team.
some sort of police force
Damn.
found him and basically kicked him out.
He wasn't. I don't think he was really doing anything. I think he was just getting into it with the fans.
I well, I don't know what area he tried to get into
So
is a
neither.
thing, but
There's a
wherever
lot of
he
that.
tried to go, they caught him and threw him out.
Yeah, he got his butt thrown out. But yeah, it was a pretty cool thing overall.
Yeah.
Birds
The
offense.
the most the most American thing, fighting on the White House
That's
lawn.
fine. What was really cool, I don't know if you saw the pre-show at all. DC, Joe Rogan, and the other guy, we're talking. Does my voice sound raspy right now?
Yeah. It sounds like you just smoked a pack.
I know. Oh, that's better. That doesn't sound like
There we go.
that was weird. DC was so excited on the pre-show. I don't know if you saw this. He's like, this kid from Lafayette here now is calling a fight on the
I
White House
saw
lawn,
that.
and he's like doing happy feet almost. He's so happy, and he looks over, he goes, "I love you guys." He gives him a big
And
hug.
he hugging all of them.
That
Yeah,
was
I saw
as
that.
real as it gets.
Because they were on a rain delay, maybe 15 minutes. And I was like,
45 minutes,
again,
yeah.
I was, I was like, oh my God, please tell me this is gonna start soon because I have to take a shower and like get my shit together
It
for
didn't start till
tomorrow.
almost 9 o'clock. Oh, you were on Central Time too, so it was a little earlier. It was East Coast time.
Yeah, it started. I think it was supposed to start at 7. I think it was maybe around 7:30-ish.
Yeah, it was like
It
8:45
started.
started East time. What was really cool, I don't know if you caught this or not, in the hype up video for Derek Lewis, my grandpa was in it.
I didn't catch that.
So you've seen the clip, right, of him pulling his pants down and saying his balls was hot.
Yeah.
And the second time he did it, there's somebody that walks up behind him, sees him pulling his pants down, and turns around. That's my grandpa.
God.
That was pretty cool. I thought at least it was really cool. So it was a fun show. It wasn't the best I've ever seen. The main event was, but the rest of the show
Yeah.
was not great. Chandler looked bad. Chandler looked like he needed to
Oh, yeah. That
call it
was.
quits. I've seen Michael Chandler fight for a long time back in his Bellator
I don't
days.
know. Maybe I'll watch more UFC fights after that.
It was fun,
It
man.
it was actually a lot more entertaining than I thought it would be.
Usually they're a lot longer than that too.
Yeah, because I know boxing, it's like 8 rounds, 3 minutes. Because I've watched the Jake Paul fights because I always want to see Jake Paul get his ass kicked,
And he
which
never does.
which sadly almost never happens. But
Tommy Fury got him.
the last fight he did, he lost.
Did he?
Yeah, I forget who he fought, but he ended up with like a broken jaw in 2 places. But yeah, UFC is a lot more brutal than boxing because
Yeah.
it's almost bare knuckle for UFC.
They got a little bit of padding here, but not much.
Yeah, that I said almost.
You ever watch bare knuckle boxing? That stuff is brutal.
Oh, there is a Russian metal singer that did he was training for bare knuckle box or I don't even know if it was specifically boxing or if it was just like UFC but bare knuckle. He did multiple fights with that. He did one event where he headlined the show singing with his band and then
The heck
headlined
did I
the
do?
card fighting. And then after that fight, he was like, I think I need to retire. Like my whole face is broken.
I just messed up my whole thing.
Yeah. But I have seen clips of bare knuckle
What did I do to this?
fighting, and that is brutal.
I can't get you big on my screen again. I just screwed something up.
Well, we have the audio. That's what counts.
Paige, you know who Paige Van Zandt is?
I feel like I've heard the name.
She used to fight in the UFC, and she was pretty good. Now she does bare knuckle boxing and shows her ass on TikTok.
That sounds about right.
That's honestly what she's more known for, is shaking her ass.
Gotta make that money
She
somehow.
may, well, she has an OnlyFans too, and from what I understand, shows everything, and she made a lot of money on OnlyFans.
I mean, in this economy, I'm not gonna shame people for what they have to
She
do.
made a lot of money, like millions and millions.
Yeah, good for her.
She made a lot of money on OnlyFans, but she's badass too. She'll beat the snot out of you.
Yeah.
So yeah, overall, cruise was really fun. I had a really good time. Can't wait to go again. Um, Maybe I'll go kayaking next time instead of going to Mexican wrestling. I really wanted
Yeah.
to go kayaking in Cozumel. Not Cozumel. Great Start. Nope. Grand Cayman Islands.
Okay.
I
I was
really
like, hang on.
I really wanted to go. I just couldn't justify paying $150 to go kayaking for 2 hours.
Well, now you know that the wrestling is not worth it.
Yeah, I'll do that next time. But it was really fun. I had a good time. I know I sounded like I was dogging on it a little bit, but there was a few things that could have been better, but everything else was awesome. I had so much fun. I got a lot of videos coming. Best shows that I went to, I think Price is Right was the best. The Sid Norman show was really good. The Newlywed show was really good. I put the dancing shows a little lower down. They weren't for me as much. They were really good, but they weren't my
Yeah. It's
and
not your thing.
far and away the worst was Lucha Libre. But other than that, I really enjoyed it. I had a great time. Norwegian is awesome. I wish they wouldn't nickel and dime you on everything.
They're
But
gonna do that.
you know what's wild is playing mini golf on a boat,
I would, that's not something I would have thought of.
right? I played mini golf in the middle of the boat, on a boat in the middle of the ocean. They also have go-karts.
Okay, that's kind of cool though.
I didn't do it though. It was $15 and I didn't want to pay for it.
Oh yeah, after you went to the casino.
Yeah, I wanted to play roulette. It was fun.
Anyway,
But yeah, that's about all I got this week. I was gone for a long time. I was in oh, Appleton, Wisconsin. It was cool.
okay.
I was there. That's how long it's been. I was in Appleton, Wisconsin. We had a good time there. Had a nice time in Milwaukee too for a night. We had a really, really fun team. Everybody always was up to do something. Like it was a
Hmm.
great week. A great team, great store. Everything was great.
Traveling all through the Midwest.
We did what I thought was fun was one of Casey's buddies. I don't know his real name, and I don't want to say his trucker name on here because it's not the most appropriate. Uh, he told me about this bar in Appleton, so I convinced everybody to go. It's called like the Mad Apple or something.
Okay.
I convinced everybody to go, and the food wasn't great, but it was just a cool atmosphere. They had music trivia going on,
Hmm.
or not music trivia, music bingo, and it was fun. There was like 8 people playing, and six of us were at one table. It was It was the six of us at one table and everybody else at the bar, and we won 2 of the 3 games. And the guy who ran the game room was best buddies with us. And then there was a claw machine, and we won a bunch of little ducks.
Okay.
I got a knockoff of MLB, but it's a MLD Major League Duck. And I told you, I sent you the pictures of it. I needed a name.
Yeah.
I needed a baseball type name because there was like a Louis Vuitton one, and that was Ducky Vuitton. So I needed something like Louis Vuitton. So I came
Hmm.
up with my baseball fans out there. Cardinal legend, Hall of Famer. I believe has a statue somewhere. He's coincidentally the last National League player to win a Triple Crown. Guy named Joe Medwick. He played in the 40s. His nickname was Ducky. And I was like, oh, that's perfect. It's Ducky Medwick.
Touching Medwick.
That's pretty good, right?
Did you take him on the cruise?
I did. I did. And I took a picture of him in Jamaica and I sent it to my buddy that won the duck for me. And
Yeah.
I said, little duck sees Jamaica.
Yeah, you need to post that photo.
It's not a very good picture. It's just like the boat in the background. Those cruise ships are so big though. The first day I took 12,000 steps and I was only on the boat for like 4 hours. 12,000 steps is like 6 miles.
Is it?
I think 10,000 is four. So I think 12
I
or
have
13.
no idea because there were some days at work I took like 15,000 steps.
I've been there. I've been there. I had that a few weeks ago. It was a busy day and I looked down and I was like, oh, I took 13,000. I took 9,000 steps today and it's 2 o'clock. It's like, oh, jeez.
Yeah.
I because this is so long after the trip, we're not going to put Appleton on the list because I don't remember what all I had. Oh, yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. I had a very subpar burger at this place that they raved about, and it was not good. And then I had chicken parmesan that was pretty good. And I also had another burger, a giant pretzel, and another burger. I had a lot of burgers. So I put that middle of the road, probably seventh or so.
At 7, you have Austin.
It was not that good, I'll tell you that much.
10, you have Des Moines.
When did I go to Des Moines?
I don't know. I don't keep track of your schedule.
I don't even remember going to Des Moines. When did I go to Des Moines?
I don't know. I don't have dates next to it.
I would put it above Des Moines. I don't remember going to Des Moines.
9 is Fort
Oh, yeah, I do.
Lauderdale.
Yeah, I remember Des Moines. Yeah, no, it goes above Des Moines.
9 is Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, I'll put it there. I'll put it in between.
And 9.
Yeah, that's fine. No, I mean, I would put it above Des Moines. What did I even have in Des Moines? I had a pizza one night. I had a steak one night, and I had the hotel dinner one night, and a gas station food the other night. Yeah, okay, I'm good with that. Why is Des Moines that high?
This is how you rank it.
What's 11?
Well, right now 11 is Des Moines, but before was Russellville, Arkansas.
Yeah, that checks out. Okay, that's. I guess that steak was pretty good in Des Moines. I don't even remember that. And then there was one city I know I missed, but I don't remember where I was.
You had a honorable mention for Superior, Wisconsin.
Why did I have that as an honorable mention?
We would have to listen back to it. I think you said it wasn't that good, and you didn't know where to rank it.
I don't even remember. Man, I don't know. That goes on there somewhere. That needs to go on there somewhere because I ate out every night. Newport News, Virginia can be pretty low because I didn't eat out. That was one that should have been an honorable mention. That's Superior. Because I didn't eat out but one night. I had Wendy's and I had Chef Boyardee.
That's an honorable mention.
And not great Mexican. It's been a long
Anyway,
episode today. This is hour and a half, hour 40 almost.
yeah,
This was a long one. We don't usually go that long. I had a lot to say. We missed an episode, so we had to catch up.
I had to make up.
But I've been flying a lot. It's been a good time though. I had a great vacation. And hope to do it again. And hopefully I get some friends to come next time. You got a good job now.
And
Come too.
now you gotta go back to work.
I know. Yeah, I'm going back to work in the morning.
Hmm.
So, all right. Well, that's about all we got this week, I think. Next week I will be somewhere and we will record at some point.
Yeah.
So, until then, check out the series coming on TikTok. There's about probably 9 videos coming in the next week or so. It's not, I was gonna try to post it in continuity when I made them, and it seemed like it was the week, but it's just not gonna work. I don't know when I made those
No,
videos. It's just they're gonna get posted when they get posted.
we're not on a
No,
schedule.
we are not. So until next week, it's been fun. We'll see y'all next time. Good night, everybody.